When you're two, knowing what a health card is a bad sign.
Where's your health card? Oh, good job, best lady.
I love her on it.
Thanks.
Molly Rose knows because she's a regular at CHEO. She has tests and treatments over and over again. She turned 2 just before Christmas.
So Molly has a tumor called medulloepithelioma, which is a very rare tumor. We've never seen one at CHEO before.
Do you want to play peekaboo with that one? Yeah. There you go.
Basically, it's a brain tumor, but located on her lower spine. It presented itself when it started pressing on her internal organs, making urinating impossible.
So we went for an ultrasound. Within 3 hours, we knew that she had a mass in her abdomen. Nice and steady, just breathe,
What followed was an aggressive treatment plan to fight an aggressive cancer, chemotherapy, and a stem cell treatment.
Oh, it was heartbreaking.
We cried for a day and couldn't speak, and even bringing us back to that day, it still hurts. Yeah. But like you said, you have to move forward, and we've done a pretty good job of keeping our emotions in check, because you have to stay strong for Molly, and she has a 4-year-old sister as well, so we have to stay strong for both of them. Oh, I brought you flashlights.
And Molly is doing her part, showing a development that is unheard of after chemotherapy for this cancer.
She's had 2 cycles of chemotherapy, and the first time in my life ever I got called by a radiologist with good news. They always call you with bad news, saying the patient's tumor has grown.
Her tumor has reduced in size so much that surgery may now be possible. Previously, it was too big to remove, wrapped around major arteries and organs.
When you get a phone call home from the doctor and she says the radiologist called me, and usually calls me with bad news, but this is good news, what have you done to Molly Rose? Yeah. It's quite something. It was pretty special. Yeah.
In the meantime, her family, including her 2 RCMP officer parents, does nothing except focus on Molly. They continue to look for the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, for Daddy? This for Daddy?
If nothing else, that's one thing we've spent a lot of, for lack of a better word, quality family time. Not the touring Disneyland type of quality or anything like that, or camping, which we enjoy, but we're still spending a lot of time together, which is good. So.
Is it sore?
That doesn't mean the fight is over for little Molly. She has more chemotherapy, like on this day. Her cancer is vicious, but her resolve seems beyond her years.
We feel it probably is fast growing because it's so quickly responded to the chemotherapy. It shrunk really very quickly. Usually tumors don't shrink as quickly as this one, so we assume that it's a fast growing tumor as well.
Is it cold? Can you take a big breath?
Obviously, this is a rare tumor, but the protocol we're using is for tumors of the same family, and it has a very good success rate. Unfortunately, it's an intensive protocol, so it means a lot of hospitalizations for Molly, but yes, we're very hopeful that we will be able to get rid of it and it won't come back.
And at CHEO, an almost unbelievable initiative. Looking years down the road, they will take her ovary, freeze it, before chemotherapy destroys her ability to enter puberty without hormone replacement, or have biological children of her own. The hope is that in 10 years, research will develop enough to allow what is currently impossible.
They say research in 10 years, they think that they'll be able to put the ovary back in and actually give her a chance to go through puberty on her own. Because right now, the chance of her going through puberty on her own is not an option. So it's all these things to think about. You don't really realize.
But CHEO staff did realize, and they are not just focused on the fight for the next 6 months. They are looking to give Molly back everything cancer tried to steal from her.
You want to go home? Yeah, I go home.
And together with a world-class facility and its partnerships with children's hospitals around the world, they hope to find a cure for a little girl with a very rare tumor.
Bye, Molly. Bye, you did great.
After yet another day of chemotherapy, Molly has a plan.
Yeah, we're going home. You cheer up now, don't you?
Yes, she does.